Oh, hi there. It's Mrs. Klein.
Hurry up, and it's Mr. Creighton. We're here with your second podcast for this unit, Lesson 8.2 Growth of Japanese Culture. In the last podcast, you guys learned about how Japan was influenced by Chinese culture. In this podcast, you guys will hear about how Japanese adapted foreign customs and ideas to meet their own needs. As always, guys, there are some terms you guys need to know for your vocab quiz coming up. The terms are zen, no, kabuki, Lady Murasaki Shikibu, and haiku. Just a reminder, when you hear this sound, it means you just heard a vocab term.
Okay, and like always, there are big ideas. We have a big idea for this unit, you guys. The big idea is new civilizations are an evolution of previous civilizations. First essential question for the unit is what makes an idea everlasting?
The second essential question, what contributes to the advancement of civilizations?
The third essential question is how do eternal conflicts affect civilizations? All right, the first section, you guys, that you're in this particular lesson is Japanese forms of Buddhism. You can find this information if you're following along in your book on pages 257 to 258. Okay, question for you to think about. How did the Japanese accept Buddhism? Buddhism began in India. It spread to China and then Korea. It arrived in Japan in the AD 500s. Buddhism had a powerful influence on Japanese culture. Many Japanese liked the Buddhist belief that a person could find peace and happiness by leading a life of virtue and wisdom. Over time, different forms or sects of Buddhism developed in Japan. In the Tendai sect, members focused on studying texts. In Shingon, they stressed performing certain ceremonies.
Some forms thrived, others died out. The Japanese adopted the beliefs and practices that best met their needs. Beginning in the 1100s, Zen became the most popular form of Buddhism. Zen Buddhists believed self-discipline, leading a simple life, and meditation helped a person form or find inner peace.
Zen influenced Japanese culture in several ways. Samurai practiced it because they thought it would give them inner peace and aid them in battle. The works of some artists were influenced by its simplicity and boldness. In time, Zen spread to other countries and became especially popular in Western cultures and countries. Why were samurai and artists attracted to Zen Buddhism, you guys? You should be able to answer that question now.
All right, the next section is titled A Golden Age of Literature and Drama. You guys can find this on pages 258 to 260. The question you should be thinking about, what is unique about Japanese literature and drama? One of the greatest periods of literature for Japan was the 800s. People today still read diaries, essays, and novels from this time. The Japanese adopted China's writing system. They used Chinese characters to write Japanese words. Like Chinese, Japanese writing uses characters to stand for things, actions, ideas, and certain sounds.
Two unique styles of drama come from Japan: no and kabuki. In no plays, actors wear painted wooden masks to show emotion. Costumes, gestures, and music tell a story. No plays often retell legends and folk tales, and most actors are men. Kabuki combines singing and dancing with costumes and heavy makeup. Both styles are still popular today, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the kabuki actors are also men as well. I don't think women were participated in this.
Yeah. Lady Murasaki Shikibu, one of Japan's finest writers, lived at the emperor's court in the early 1000s. Her book, The Tale of Genji, tells about the life of a prince in the imperial court. She created the world's first important novel. Until then, Japanese books were either retellings of old myths or collections of stories. Her novel was the first long, realistic story about one person. Japanese poets also created a new type of short poem called a haiku. It has only 17 syllables. The question you guys should be able to answer in your head right now: what new forms of drama and literature did the Japanese develop?
Okay, the last section in this lesson is all about distinctive Japanese arts. If you're following along in your book, you'll find this information on pages 260 and 261. So be thinking about this question: what themes are reflected in Japanese arts? Many Japanese artworks express the themes of simplicity and love of natural beauty. Calligraphy and brush painting were key art forms. Calligraphy is the art of beautiful writing, and I think you guys remember when we studied Islam, we can agree that calligraphy was actually a work of art as well.
Yeah.
All right, so calligraphy is the art of beautiful writing. Other artists painted with ink on paper, scrolls, and silk. They created landscapes and pictures of historical events or daily life.
Flower arranging and gardening were other important art forms. Buddhists brought the art of flower arranging to Japan. Flower arrangers created simple arrangements that showed the natural beauty of flowers. Landscape gardeners created parks and gardens that showed the beauty of nature. Zen-inspired gardens use rocks, but few flowers or trees. They are designed to help people think quietly. Both art forms are still popular today. The question you guys should be able to answer in your head right now: how did Japanese culture show an interest in natural beauty?
Okay, and just a reminder, you guys are going to have that podcast quiz tomorrow. And the vocabulary terms one more time for you are Zen, No, Kabuki, Lady Murasaki Shikibu, and Haiku. All right, you guys, take it easy.
Thanks for nothing.